Hello everyone and welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, as the Colorado State Rams play their second ever matchup against the Michigan Wolverines, the first since 1994. This game is notably called the survivability test because the Michigan Wolverines were a CFB team last year. They lost to the eventual national champions, and this is their first game of the season, shockingly enough, even though Colorado State has already played two. But yeah, Michigan is not a team to underestimate in any capacity. I know them very well, and obviously in real life they crushed Colorado State. But even with the big playmakers like Hassan Haskins, Aiden Hutchinson, and David Ojabo gone, Michigan still has a few more hidden weapons, including Blake Corum, who isn't so much of a hidden weapon. But it looks like Cade McNamara will get the start today, as we are out for the coin toss. The Colorado State Rams pick heads. It is heads. And per custom, the Rams will kick the ball to the Michigan Wolverines. So we will see who the starting quarterback is as the Wolverines are out on the field. And it's a 5-wide set with Cade McNamara in at quarterback as he takes the first snap of the day and throws it. And it is caught by number 1. That is Andrell Anthony for 17 yards. As Colorado State looks to use this multiple defensive scheme and see who actually helps. It's an option play for McNamara as he does manage to get across the 50 and get a 17-yard rush. Usually that's a play you see with J.J. McCarthy, who hasn't played this season, obviously, because it's Michigan's first game. Then a quick hitter out to Ronnie Bell, who makes his first catch after, I believe, an MCL or ACL tear against Western Michigan last year. Glad to see him back. This will be 2nd and 4. Option once again. McNamara pushes through a defender as he gets 10 yards. What is this rushing skill that McNamara had acquired? What sort of training regimen did he go through in the offseason? As it's the first handoff to Blake Corum, as he does bounce off a tackler but eventually get wrapped up by his legs. And that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a screen for Bell as he does manage to get the ball and almost get, or sorry, not Bell, Cornelius Johnson, almost get the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2, the first on the day for the Wolverines. Has some motion with the tight end there. McNamara not unexpectedly hands off to Blake Corum, who does get 7 as he sets up inside the 15 for Michigan. Another handoff. No, it is an option once again, and McNamara has plenty of room. He does make a cut up and gets down near the goal line for a 12-yard run, as it'll be 1st and goal in the I formation. As it's a handoff to the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker, as he gets the first points for Michigan on the season, a 2-yard rushing touchdown. Just about as dominant as you'd expect, as Giles Pooler makes his first start of the season as he hands off to Ajon Vivens for a 7-yard run to start off the day. So pretty good first play from Colorado State. It's another handoff to Vivens. This time he goes up the middle for 5 yards, and it's a 1st down. Colorado State still utilizing the hurry-ups that they took over from last week's game against MTSU, as this first pass of the day is complete to Melquan Stovall, who had a big impact against MTSU last week as well. As Colorado State still hurrying up. Pooler looking to the sideline in his first start in the big house. As he fakes the handoff and misses his receiver, as it'll be 2nd and 10. Colorado State abandons the hurry-up for 1 play. So they get back to the line with new personnel. And Pooler hands off to Vivens again. This time he'll get to about the 45-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and 6 as the crowd in the big house gets loud, as Pooler has to make some adjustments under the pressure of the crowd noise as he steps up in the pocket, throws, and caught by Tanner Arkin. Did not get much action against MTSU last week, but he gets his first catch in the first quarter, as it'll be another handoff to Ajon Vivens, who has gotten a lot better running lanes today. Gets 9 on that play. 2nd and 1. They put a receiver in at fullback, but it doesn't matter as Vivens manages to get the 2 yards. And Colorado State, after that first down, decides to not go hurry up, although they still hurry to the line. Bailey, the number 2 running back, is in the game. It's a handoff to him, but he goes down after a 2-yard loss. Mason Graham on the tackle there. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Pooler takes the snap, throws it out, and almost caught, but incomplete as he was out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 12. Pooler throws, and what an amazing catch by Torrey Horton. the team's leading receiver, makes a big play there. As Pooler looks to the sideline after hurrying up. Vivens is back in the game as he gets a tough run, losing a yard as Mike Morris and Mike Sainris still, the receiver turned DB, met him in the backfield there. Second 11, Vivens motions out as Pooler's alone in the backfield, as it'll be a pass. Goes short and caught by Dante Wright for 5 yards, his first catch on the day. As once again, Colorado State utilizing the hurry up. Pooler overthrows his receiver. He had a man. It'll be 4th and 6. Colorado State will be forced to settle for a field goal. Michigan offense back out there again, still with McNamara at quarterback, as it is a wide receiver motion into another option play, as McNamara takes a hard hit, but he is still in the game, stays up. 2nd and 3, as another wide receiver motion. This will be another handoff, as it will go for another one as the runner bounces off 1, bounces off 2. That's AJ Henning. He's actually not a receiver, he's a running back, excuse me. Still trying to get my numbers down, even though I've watched Michigan a lot. As our formation's in there now, and they hand off once again. I think that's Anthony Edwards, I believe, the other running back, as it'll be 2nd and 6. For him in the backfield, he just runs out. McNamara almost sacked, but he gets it out to his tight end, Eric All, who just had a baby, I believe, a couple weeks ago. Congratulations to him. As McNamara in the backfield fakes the handoff to Corum. Once again, he keeps it, and look at all this running room. As Colorado State expecting, heavy Blake Corum, but not heavy Cade McNamara in the run game. As 5 wide set, it's a draw. It doesn't work, but he gets off of 1. He gets hit and he fumbles. It's picked up by Colorado State, and that'll be the first turnover of the game, and a huge one. McNamara not known for his running. He's been doing it pretty well today, but Carter hits him very, very hard, and I don't even think J.J. McCarthy could have held on to that ball, as Giles Pooler and company take over once again near the 25, as it'll be a triple option again. Pooler pitches out to the receiver, who has plenty of room, as Dante Wright gets 18 yards on the run. A big play to start off this honestly big drive, as it'll be 1st and 10 after the hurry up. Pooler throws incomplete, just ahead of his receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10. Then they hand off to Vivens. He goes up in the middle for only 3, so it'll be a pretty decent 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 7. Pooler throws short and caught. Not short, excuse me, as Torrey Horton gets 13 yards on that play. Hurry up still in effect, as Colorado State has been moving against this Michigan defense here in the first quarter. Pooler throws, caught once again. Dante Wright having a big impact in this game. Hurry up after a 1-yard loss. Pooler fakes the handoff to Vivens, and he would have had a little bit more room, but he gets tackled after 7, making it 3rd and 4. Pooler, almost sacked, decides to throw it away, as Colorado State will try and settle for a field goal, but unfortunately, Caden Camper missed it. So Colorado State still down by 4, as McNamara takes the snap, almost gets hit again, but he manages to get it out just in time to Cornelius Johnson for a 1st down. It's been mostly run, but when they have passed, it's been effective. Fake draw from McNamara, shuffling in the pocket, throwing deep, almost intercepted by Bam Amina. I think Colorado State's best defender dropped a easy one right there. As it'll be 2nd and 10 for Michigan. And it'll be another handoff as Roman Wilson. We dragged out of bounds. Sorry, still getting my numbers figured out. I know the players by name, but I don't know the players by their numbers just yet. Probably besides Corum. As it'll be 3rd and 1. They do not go to Corum here. It's a quick throw, and it is once again caught by Ronnie Bell for 11 yards. As it's a 1st down Michigan. Then once again, 5 wide set for McNamara. It is a draw, but we had a spy on him that time, and he will go down after 0 yards, as that will be the last play of the first quarter. As we are now in the second, only down by 4. As McNamara chops back and throws, in a just great play by AJ Henning there to hold on to that ball near the sideline. It's Michigan threatening here. McNamara takes the drop, goes it short as it is caught once again. And only 3 yards to A.J. Henning. As McNamara only 1 missed pass today. 2nd and 7. As it'll be a draw once again. But he does get caught after only 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Michigan 2 for 2 on 3rd downs today and perfect in the red zone, even though we've just started. On this play, McNamara drops back, blitz incoming, moves a little bit, throws, and incomplete. It looked like Henning might have separated a little bit from his receiver, but Colorado State forces a field goal from a very good kicker, Jake Moody, but he missed a 36-yard field goal at home. So Colorado State gets a little lucky there. And now Pooler, triple option, fakes the handoff, gets in the pile and tries to pitch it, but it hits off a defender's head, and that is instantly given back over to Michigan. Once again, the triple option, the wrong call at the wrong time. This will be 1st and 10 inside Colorado State territory, and the handoff to Corum as the edge was not set, but he does only manage to get 2. So it was a good play there by Taiwan Francis. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Wolverines. McNamara drops back on the screen and once again almost gets sacked, but he does not. Has a huge hit onto Blake Corum after only 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Wolverines. Another screen as this one goes out to Edwards, as he does manage to get to the 25-yard line for a 1st down. I don't know why I said Anthony Edwards there, but 1st and 10, a handoff, Corum up the middle as he gets 8. It will be 2nd and 2 for the Wolverines. As McNamara off the slant play does manage to hit Henning, Ronnie Bell, as he gets a touchdown in his 1st game back from his ACL. Don't want to be giving out too many congratulations to Michigan as we are down 11, but Pooler fakes a handoff on the option play and gets 9 yards. His running has been pretty darn effective today, although I guess he was a little bit more expected, as Pooler will hand off to Vivens this time straight up the middle for 5 yards. Colorado State still utilizing the hurry up as it's 2nd and 10 after an incompletion. Wide receiver motion again and the triple option. Fake there. Pooler making some moves, does and eventually pitch to Vivens as it does work this time for 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. Once again, they bring in the receiver to be the fullback. The handoff, but it's not going anywhere. Vivens is stuffed. And that is Mike Morris who makes the tackle for loss. He's one of the big guys who's supposed to be the leader, or the new leader, with Hutchinson and Ajabo gone. As a good punt puts Michigan inside the 5. It'll be 1st and 10. Corum gets the handoff, but he can't go anywhere. A 2-yard loss. As Daquan Jackson got in the backfield there. Made that play. 2nd and 12. If Colorado State can stop them here, it would be massive. As McNamara hands off to Corum once again, trying to find a route to go, but he can only get 2 yards back. This will be 3rd and 10, and then this formation had me all confused. 5 tight ends in the game. Yes, 5 for Michigan. As they motion 1 out, fake the handoff. McNamara throws, almost intercepted, as it'll be 4th and 10. And a punt for the Wolverines. This ball is snapped by Pooler on 2nd and 11 in the next drive for Colorado State, as it is thrown and caught by Ty McCullough, making his first big play on the day. This will be 3rd and inches. Pooler getting the new play as the wide receivers adjust. And it's supposed to be a pass. Pooler just decided to pull it and run, but it'll be 4th and 1. Colorado State is going for it from the 34 or 36-yard line, excuse me, as the ball is snapped, rushed, it almost gets there, but it's caught as Torrey Horton does get 11 yards. Amazing effort by the defender, but he could not get it, and Colorado State continues the drive as it'll be a handoff to David Bailey, his first on the day, as he gets 7 to make it 2nd and 3. Hurry up still in effect. Lots of changes coming into the play as Pooler going to get rushed. He pulls it down. He stumbles and falls down for a sack. He made the right decision there, but he could not get away, as it'll be 3rd and 7. As the rush coming again, Pooler throws short. It is caught by Torrey Horton for only 6 yards. It'll be 4th and 1. Colorado State hurrying up. They do get into a formation as Pooler gets the play, still deciding. They do and eventually change the play as Pooler gets it. Had a wide open man, doesn't throw it to it, tries to run, and he'll be sacked for 5 yards by Morris, and that's a turnover. He had his guy open, but he did not throw it to him. As McNamara comes out with 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. It's a draw, or more just a quarterback run, as he managed to avoid a lot of defenders and get 10 yards for a first down. As it'll be 1st and 10, now under 2 minutes. A handoff to Corum. We do not set the edge once again. Bam Amina chasing him and eventually does manage to take him down. As it'll be 2nd and 10 on the next possession with a 5-wide set, or the same possession, excuse me. McNamara throws and dropped by his receiver, tipped around and incomplete. Colorado State could not catch that ball. As it'll be a critical 3rd and 10, and it'll be a screen as Corum grabs it, but he is taken down for a 2-yard loss. As it'll be 4th and 11 and a punt coming from Michigan once again. 1 minute and 8 seconds left for Colorado State on this drive. In the quarter, I should say, can they do anything on this drive? As Pooler pulls it down, almost gets through the line, and they call that a sack, but I do not really believe that is. As Colorado State surprisingly hurrying up, they do get the ball to start the second half. To waste a little bit of time here, but they do eventually snap it. Pooler looking for someone, almost makes the decision in the nick of time, but he gets sacked for 8 yards, and Michigan calls a timeout. Mike Morris gets his first on the days. He's stepped up so far in his first game. As 3rd and 18, it's a draw call. Pooler does not slide, but he does not fumble either. 6-yard run. Michigan uses their final timeout. 30 seconds left for them to score. Can they do anything with it? As McNamara throws and off the hands of his receiver. Couldn't get it there. As it'll be 2nd and 10, 26 seconds left. No timeouts. As McNamara throws it to the other side of the field and caught by Cornelius Johnson. What an amazing play. It looked like he caught it in the air and landed out of bounds. But as you see on my terrible instant replay, because my controller is not the best for instant replay, it actually looks like his feet do touch the ground before. But regardless, the booth is going to have a look at this. This was not a coach challenge. And as you can see on this review, Ronnie Bell just not in the right position there. The toe does touch the white chalk, so it will be overturned and an incomplete pass as it is called out there. So it will be 3rd and 10, I believe, with 21 seconds left. And we'll see if Michigan is going to attempt another shot or be content taking it to the half. They will take a shot. McNamara throws it across the middle, and it's caught by Ronnie Bell for 3 yards. And it won't be the end of the quarter just yet. Colorado State calls a timeout. They'll have 11 seconds and be starting from their own 3. As they have double stacks in. This is the big play formation. Pooler in the end zone, tries to run but gets decked as Michigan forces the safety, Maisie Smith, with the sack. And that was the end of the first half. And honestly, that was just a stupid decision by me. I was going aggressive. I was feeling good. But Pooler sacked 6 times to start the first half. Not bad. We still don't really have a run game, although Vivens has been doing pretty well. Honestly, I felt 16-3, even though it should be 14-3. I think it is a major win. And McNamara has been, the usual efficient self at quarterback, but I don't know why he was running. I was so confused by this play style. It was almost like J.J. McCarthy was just wearing McNamara's jersey out there. But yeah, interestingly enough, nobody had more than 1 sack to this point in the game for Michigan. And also, I want to make my first apology here. You'll notice the time says 4:29, and I am showing you selecting this play as a as a reminder from me. I forgot to start my recording after the second half ended, after I recorded those stat updates. So we drove down, got a field goal, and that was it. And I think Michigan had a possession. McNamara got intercepted. We didn't do anything with that, though. As McNamara here on 2nd and 12. throws, and a nice catch there by Cornelius Johnson makes it 3rd and 2. As McNamara will hand off to Corum, and he will not get there. It'll be 4th and inches, and Michigan will decide, I believe, to take a field goal. Yes, as they are on field goal formation, and Moody misses a 51-yarder. Jake Moody 0 for 2. When was the last time he missed 2 field goals, or a field goal of any kind, much less 2? As Pooler fakes the handoff on Colorado's definitely not first possession of the second half, as he gets 10. Trying to get the lead down to 1 score, as Pooler does throw just ahead of his receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Is the hurry up still in effect here? Not necessarily because I felt we were pressured for time, but felt it was critical to our success. As Pooler pulls it down, would appreciate a slide, but gets 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. One receiver to the top of the screen. Pooler does throw it, and it is caught by Dante Wright as he gets a first down. Junior Colson gets his 6th tackle of the day. As Colorado State hurries up again, handoff to Vivens, but this time he is stuffed as they had the option covered. Morris made a really good play. 2nd and 11 as Pooler throws incomplete just ahead of his receiver, and it'll be 3rd down and 11. I think definitely 4-down territory for Colorado State with the right play, as Pooler throws out to Arkin, but he cannot hang on. Incomplete. After the punt and incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 on the next drive for Michigan. McNamara throws a beautiful ball downfield for a catch at the 41-yard line, as bring up another first down. Handoff to Corum, but he doesn't go anywhere. CJ Onyechi gets a tackle for loss. His first on the day. Hasn't been super busy, but still good to see him make a tackle. That makes it 2nd and 13, 5-wide set. Henning in motion, a fake draw, as McNamara throws out and caught by Andrell Anthony as he gets 28 yards on that play. And on 1st and 10, after that play, a throw out to the receiver who catches it, and they say incomplete, but they're going to take a look at it. I thought it was incomplete, and on this replay you can see catch. Maybe that left foot's down, but the right foot definitely comes down out of bounds. And let's see what they say. They do reverse the call, and it will be a first down for Michigan in the red zone now. As McNamara hands off, Corum goes nowhere as he'll lose 3 yards. The run defense from Colorado State has been pretty solid today. Tavian Brown made that play. It'll be 2nd and 13. It's just the option defense has not been that great. Speaking of option, here's another one. They do manage to get McNamara this time, but he had Corum, who gets 13 yards and makes it 1st and goal for the Michigan Wolverines. This might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. McNamara throws it short. Edwards cannot get in the end zone, and that will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. But Michigan's still threatening as they head to the other end zone. 2nd and goal. McNamara hands off. Corum up the middle. Touchdown, Michigan, as it's now 23-6. And the crowd is well and truly in it in this 4th quarter. As Pooler drops back, almost gets sacked, but he throws across the middle, and it's caught by Melquan Stovall. Hasn't been really featured a part of the offense since that 1st quarter. But it'll be 1st and 10 for McNamara, or for Pooler, as he throws it across the middle and caught by Dante Wright down to the 49. As Colorado State still moving, as Pooler drops back, throw and catch, and still running is Torrey Horton inside the 20, down inside the 15 to the 11. Big catch by Horton, as now Colorado State hurrying up, goes 5 wide with Vivens and Arkin to the top of the screen. Pooler throws to the bottom of the screen, caught by Stovall for 9 yards, as it'll be 2nd and 1. Motion in Dante Wright to be the fullback, as Mike Morris just decked Tanner Arkin as it's a loss there, as Morris just absolutely dominated on that play, as it'll be 3rd and 2, Colorado State from the 6, as Pooler making adjustments as he takes the snap, throws it quickly, it is caught, and it is a touchdown from Justice McCoy, his first catch in the day, as one of the receivers lower on the depth chart. He manages to get that, and Colorado State will go for 2, try and get to 14. His split back formation, offset split I should say, they fake to Dante, Vivens gets taken out, but Morris stops Pooler just before he can get to the end zone. And now, finally, a studio update, even though it's just San Jose State and Minnesota and really has no implication, but I've really been waiting for one of these. I've actually really wanted to see one. But anyway, Michigan back with 8:25 left. They hand off to Corum on the triple option. No edge at all, and what a powerful move there. He's known for his leg strength, but that was a pure arm move right there. As it'll be 1st and 10 once again. McNamara will hand off to Corum again. I expect a lot more of him now that Michigan is ahead by a lot, and Colorado State had a little bit of momentum there. 2nd and 1, it's an option. They pitch out to Donovan Edwards as he gets 11 there for a 1st down. Maybe keying too much on Cade McNamara, as almost offsides there. Another option. They get it out to Corum this time, and he also gets a solid gain of 9. Run defense going missing here from Colorado State, or more accurately, the option defense, as McNamara drops back to throw, and it is caught by Roman Wilson. Haven't called his name in a while, as he gets 23 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 9 after that play, as McNamara goes across the middle, and Roman Wilson is stopped after a 6-yard gain, making it 3rd and 3. Big down here. If Colorado State can force a field goal, they can still be in this game. As McNamara drops back, throws, and caught there by A.J. Henning, but he does not get to the goal line, but it's still 1st and goal. McNamara drops back, takes off, avoids 1, but he does eventually get swarmed and sacked for 3 yards, as Bam Amina gets his first. Hasn't been super vocal today, but he's got a couple impact plays, as it's now 2nd and goal. McNamara throws, and what an amazing play! What an amazing play to prevent that touchdown. And I had to look at this again, because I was legit not expecting this. The second the tight end sat down, I thought that was a touchdown. And I've actually called this guy's name once today, Tywan Francis, the senior. I had to point out that play, because that was just amazing. But let's see if it matters. 3rd and goal. McNamara fakes the handoff to Corum and walks in for the touchdown. Michigan still scores, and now it's 30-12. As Pooler takes the snap on the next drive for Colorado, gets it out to Melquan Stofall for 10 yards. His double stacks formation in effect once again, less than 5 minutes now in the 4th quarter, as Pooler tries to throw, but they sent one too many. A free rusher sacks him for 7 yards, as it's now 2nd and 17. Dual back, except I think it's a tight end there, as Williams does get the block on the other side, but Morris gets Pooler as he was trying to escape, and it'll be 3rd and 19. Very big play for Colorado State. Stepping up at the pocket, Pooler throws across the middle and caught. Gary Williams, the guy who was just in on the last play as a blocker, makes the play as the tight end there. And then a busted option. No idea why Pooler tried to pass there, but he loses 4 yards, making it 2nd and 14 as Horton comes in motion. And Pooler, pressured, does go to Horton, as he'll get 7 yards there. And a big 3rd down. You have to feel Colorado State has to get this to at least have a chance. Pooler throws, and incomplete. Tanner Arkin got absolutely crushed. And it'll be 4th and 7. Michigan takes over, looking to put this game away. There's not much hope now, even though with 3 timeouts. They'll hand off to Blake Corum up the middle. No timeout from Colorado State, as it looks like they're either content with letting this go, as it'll be a fake to McNamara, and he will get the 1st down. and that will be the end of the game. Overall, it was a satisfying game, but not one that I'm incredibly proud of. I mean, just overall, we missed a lot of chances, especially in that in the drive to start the third quarter. Not that you guys saw it. Once again, I'm sorry for missing that, but Pooler still took 11 sacks this game. I still think maybe 3 or 4 were his fault. But other than that, I'm not entirely shocked by it. And I also want to apologize for the gameplay as far as the video stuttering. I don't understand what's going on. It's not my recording. It doesn't show up when I'm editing. It just shows up when I export. So I have some stuff about that, and I'm trying to get that fixed. And it's not only affecting this series, but the MLB one as well. But overall, I just kind of look at this game, and I see a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. Obviously, we weren't able to cash in, but, on the chances, but we were able to move against this defense, which I was very happy about. Also, the guy who got the interception was Angel King. Who else would it be? But defensively, I think we were fine. It was literally just outmatched by a Power 5 team. That's just how I viewed this game. It's almost the same as Colorado, except I knew what we were doing, like on offense and defense. I mainly stayed in 3-4 on defense, or at least tried to, and like I said, during the game, I was expecting them to run. I wasn't expecting them to do option run, so I'm still trying to figure out, ways to defend that. Also, really weird that Jake Moody missed 2 kicks, but, it's whatever. But I just honestly feel like this game is an expected loss, but at least something we can take from this is, hey, we were able to move against the Power 5 defense, despite having no superstars. Like, this was the CFP team last year. Like, yeah, we're supposed to lose, but we didn't get blown out. We did better than the real-life team, and they didn't even get 500 yards. So I'm quite happy with the game, despite, everything that happened. But, I mean, you look at it, time of possession wasn't too far off. They turned it over twice. I mean, we did pretty darn solid. However, despite we doing solid, a loss is a loss. Here are some games around the country. Still need to look at that JMU team. Haven't done it. Don't know why they have the FIU logo. But the players of the game here will be shown: McNamara, Chris Jenkins, who got 3 sacks. Didn't notice that. But Giles Pooler and Angel King, I think, makes sense for that. Top stories: Nick Saban walks into Kyle Field and knocks out Texas A&M, even though that game is happening in Tuscaloosa in real life. It's still fun to see it played. And also, Utah loses, but this time to Oregon State instead of Florida to start the year, as that'll be Utah's first loss, and Oregon State is now ranked. The NC State Clemson match still is a top 10 matchup and has major implications. Notre Dame plays Michigan State in a very big match for the megaphone. Michigan plays Purdue on the road. Purdue was ranked, which is why I was up there, but I changed it, made it so Purdue's not ranked, because I don't think Purdue should be ranked. But anyway, there wasn't really much else. Temple destroyed Florida State, which was shocking to me. I didn't think that was going to happen. But other than that, there was nothing really else to report. The Heisman, I know some of you are like wondering where the Heisman voting is. It got screwed up at the start of the season, so there was a bunch of backups, and there wasn't like any real players in there. There's a couple in there now, but there's still a backup at the top, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to clear out. But once all that is settled, I will bring you the first Heisman voting, Heisman preview, I guess, of the season, as now we get to talk about Washington State. I think we can beat this team. I think it can be our first win. We can take advantage of their low overall on offense, and I'm not entirely scared of their defense, considering what we've done to, Power 5 defenses like Colorado and Michigan. But that will be shown off next episode. Thank you all for watching. My name is Alzion the Great, and I will see you all next time.